morning. Welcome to Veterans Views on WJOB, 1230 FM, 1230 AM, 104.7 FM from the Strachan Van Til Studios in Hammond, Indiana. We have a great show for you today. I'm joined by my illustrious co-host, Mr. Rocky Rockwell. How you doing?
Very good. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. It's nice. I like this weather, so I'm in a great mood. Oh, I know. I love it. I bet I remember it was hard dealing with the cold when I came back. Really? That's well, you put it that way. Yeah, you have to. All right, so we got some some guests today. We're going to be talking about the luncheon that's going to be November 21st. So I want to introduce Matt.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Good to be back.
Good to have you here. So who do you have with you today?
I have Elena Magallanes, the Vice President of the Mayor's Commission on Disabilities.
Good morning.
And we have Bernie Dillon, who is Secretary of the Mayor's Commission on Disabilities. The officers are all here.
Mr. Ernie Dillon is over there.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, G.I. Joe, G.I. Jane, and citizen soldiers. And congratulations to the cast, because we've made it 16 years. October is our anniversary month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Happy anniversary.
Well, see, you got to know, man.
Nice.
16 years is kind of a big deal when you're a kid, ain't it?
Yeah.
When you're 106,
Yeah.
it is a big deal.
The show can get its driver's license.
So how's this luncheon turning out?
Well,
You guys excited?
So the Mayor's Commission on Disabilities, let me give you a little bit of background on this event. So it's a 9-member board. All 9 of us are appointed by Mayor McDermott. Okay, so every year I joke that we should do a board MVP award for what board member has done the most outstanding job over the course of the last year. I think for about 3 years running, that MVP would have been Elena.
Oh,
From
you're too
22 to
kind.
24, she'd be like Tom Brady. Just winning MVPs
Right.
left and right. Okay. I think this year Ernie's making that push, you guys, because
He's killing it.
this lunch and learn for veterans with disabilities is definitely Ernie's baby, and his I guess brainchild would be the word to use. You have put forth a lot of effort into this event.
Yeah.
and
In
it's
other
gonna
words,
be
in other words,
fantastic.
Matt, if it don't work, I'm the guy.
Yeah,
I'm the
talk to
fall
Ernie.
guy. That's what he's saying. I think.
So it is November 21st, 2025 at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Hammond Sportsplex in the community room. That's right when you walk in to the right. So it is a lunch and learn. So lunch will be provided for registered guests. We have a pretty spectacular array of guest speakers. So we have State Representative Carolyn Jackson, Lake County Veteran Service Officer Jason Gauthier. If I pronounce somebody's name, I'm sorry. Veterans Views radio host Steve Brammer. We might know who that is.
Yeah,
You
right.
might know who that is
Yeah,
talking at this event.
Might not be a good thing. I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
So we have Rick Service Dogs Tracker, Rick Johnson. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
The service dog to come in
Yeah,
so we
it's
can all
gonna be
play with the
nice.
puppies. And then Disabled American Veterans DAV Patrick O'Donnell. So we have an array of guest speakers. I think Ernie could probably talk a little bit more about the guest speakers themselves, but the idea behind the event was to how can we make some or manifest some kind of event to show disabled veterans in our area what sort of resources and options are available for them.
Okay.
That was where this came from. So last year, Elena, we did another lunch and learn. It was Autism 101, right?
That is correct.
Was that in June? I'm
I
trying
want to
think
say
of
it
when
was like
I think it was June.
July.
Summer,
July.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one was about for persons with autism, what kind of resources are available for them. It was very successful. It was also at the Hammond Sportsplex. We thought this year a veterans theme would be great. That's why we're doing it in November.
Okay.
So, and yeah, it's. I think that this has the opportunity to be, one of the coolest things that we have ever done as a commission. So, Ernie, these guest speakers are amazing. They really are.
Yeah, and just to add to it, and and we'll turn the mic over to everyone. But yeah, we have a group of speakers. It's going to talk about veterans with disabilities, and that's the theme. And it kind of stems from Mayor McDermott, who's a Navy vet and very active with veterans and veterans groups, and continuation of some of his programs. And you'll be talking about the Veterans Appreciation Day Parade coming up November 1st. But the Disabilities Learn and Luncheon is going to be November 21st, as Matt pointed out. And I want to give you a phone number if anyone's interested in participating, attending, and having a booth. We do have booths available that's going to be in the hallway. And if you want to call to have your information about veterans and veterans with disabilities, and we would hope that groups would come and give information out to help those with disabilities, and that's what this whole program is dedicated to, and we want a good turnout. But if you call Nancy Huprich, and she's part of the Disabilities Commission Committee, at 853-6358, I'm going to repeat that, Nancy Huprich, she's taking the applications for booths, 219-853-6358, extension 2. You could call her if you'd like to have a booth and have your information. But with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Matt, and he could,
so I have a
elaborate
question
little bit further.
because
Yeah.
I've been to the little I don't know if it was like a awards luncheon that you guys have.
Disabilities Awards, right?
Yes.
Disabilities Awards.
So I've been to that, right? So from what I'm gathering from this, which I like, is that you guys are going to have like different vendors there, like different things that can help people with disabilities.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, so we've opened it up to providers. So anyone who offers any services to veterans specifically, but also to the disabled community, we're welcoming them to come on board and offer their services specifically to our guests.
Yeah, see, that's awesome.
So, like the service animal people will have a booth there as well. Any mental health providers, those kinds of services.
Okay.
So we're excited. We're excited for the feedback.
And to add to that, and I'll turn it back to Matt. I keep saying that, I know, but also I might want to mention another phone number for RSVPing, because we want to get a head count for what we're going to be having in terms of sandwiches and pops and chips, and because it's a lunch and learn, and we're going to have a program first part of the morning, and then a quick luncheon, and then in the afternoon wrap it up. But we'd like everybody who would like to participate to do the RSVP as a courtesy for a head count. And you could call Cynthia Rangel. She's a liaison for the disabilities group. And her number is 219-853-7311. And you call Cynthia at 219-853-7311 for further information and for a head count. And I would also like to say, I know John Patalis is sending a group to Lake County Treasurer and having a table, and other elected officials that do help veterans, disabled veterans, with their benefits that they may not even know about in terms of exemptions and all of those types of things. But having said all that, I'll turn it back over.
This has the potential to be, like I said before, the coolest thing we have ever done. I'm really excited for this event.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it as well. I think it's a great thing getting everybody together, and then the fact that you opened up the opportunity for vendors to show, so you have all these different multifaceted opportunities for disabled veterans to get served in so many different ways.
Right.
Great opportunity there. And one thing that I did want to interject, that so it's lunch and learn, right? And Ernie had said that there's pop available. I just want,
No libations other than pops on this one.
Well, it really shows where you hail from, Ernie,
Sodas.
here in the region. Oh, don't say soda.
There's sodas. I don't know.
Sodas.
Yeah,
from the
but
South now.
I know. Hey, if you're from around here or even in Hammond, you say pop, and that's Veterans Views. That's coming out right now. The hot topic, Veterans Views.
No, that's the age 106 coming out. Anyway,
So, when I like that you guys are going to have the different vendors there, which is awesome because, there's a big thing going on right now, which is the government shutdown.
Yeah.
And, now we're starting to get reports that, EBT and SNAP benefits might not come in November. So this could be a big opportunity for some disabled veterans or disabled individuals to get some kind of help.
Absolutely, it will.
Come November 21st.
Yeah,
So,
and connecting to resources. I think the city of Hammond has really made it a point to really show our appreciation, not just for our veterans, but to really be inclusive
yeah.
of everyone and their abilities. And so being able to make sure that individuals feel like we have a sense of community, right? You belong here because you're a part of us.
Yeah.
There's definitely ways to help connect.
Yeah. Plus, it's nice to know that there's stuff that you need in your area,
Yeah.
and you don't have to travel to Orland Park, Illinois, or Crown Point. It's nice that the stuff
Yeah.
is in the area. So
Yeah. for
that's
sure.
really cool.
Great.
All right, man.
for
So, Ernie,
Matt, do you have a list of the names of those on the Disabilities Commission? Because they do a tremendous job.
I think that's a great idea.
day
yeah.
in and day out, always helping those disabilities with all kinds of programs. Thanks to the mayor, he's done a great job supporting us.
So I do. So of course, there's the three of us. Like I said, we're the power. So the three of us are the three officers for the Disabilities Commission.
We're so humble.
Whippy
Yeah.
doo.
Yeah.
We're so humble.
An extra stripe.
We have Joe Bokasevich, Gladys Hilliard, Laura Martin, Aristine Fenney,
Yay.
Tracy Lambert, and Kimberly Roberts, who's actually the director of the Hammond Sportsplex, where we're hosting the
Snap.
Lunch and Learn,
Okay.
where we're hosting this event. So thank you to Kim and the Sportsplex staff for making this possible for us. I also wanted to add that we actually have two simultaneous events happening at the Sportsplex
Yes,
at
we
the
do.
same time on November 21st because we made the decision to couple the Veterans with Disabilities Lunch and Learn with the Mayor's Commission on Disabilities annual blood drive. We do a blood drive every year at the Sportsplex. We decided to move it to November. We wanted to move it later in the year because we wanted to host the blood drive when the Sportsplex was at its busy season. We would do it in June. That's not the busy season for the Sportsplex. There's a lot of outdoor sports going on in June. Later in the year, we think that there's going to be more foot traffic. We also figured that if you're going to the Lunch and Learn and you have a little time before or after, go ahead and stop by, schedule your appointment, donate some blood. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday, November 21st at the Hammond Sportsplex. It will be on the indoor soccer fields.
Okay.
So again, it is a simultaneous event where the Lunch and Learn is happening the same time as the blood drive.
Okay.
So that's a big day for us, November 21st.
If you're
I
in the
give blood
lunch
every
and learn,
year.
I'm sorry. If you're in the lunch and learn, do you have to set an appointment, or can you just kind of walk over there?
They accept walk-ins.
You can just walk
You
on
can just
over.
walk in.
All right.
That's
I-
for the blood drive, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so
RSVP for the Lunch and Learn
Yes. So-
Disability.
Okay.
the Lunch and Learn will go until around 1. The blood drive goes until 4 p.m. So you could just go ahead and walk
How
in.
early can you RSVP for the?
It's open now.
It's
It's open now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. And then is the DAV a part of representation there?
Yes, I think Steve Bramer has a guest also that may be joining him, the DAV, and we have Pat O'Donnell, who's a DAV vet himself.
Oh, nice.
And he's going to speak, and we'll have a couple of representatives. Yes, that's a good question.
Yeah, on top
yes,
of
we do.
on top of us who are like just local members, we're gonna have guys from the DAV office there, so they'll be there. They'll be able to check claims, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
And a big part of that, at the end of it, we have a question and answer session set aside. So anyone with questions, we will have all the experts there, and they could ask, maybe about upgrading their claim or this or that.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it too, to answer questions.
Yeah, I think that's a great questions at Q&A there, because honestly, for the normal citizen or citizen soldier or disabled veteran, it's kind of hard to find the DAV. Like
Right.
I can go online and say, okay, here's their location, Chicago or South Bend or whatever, but where can I sit down with someone?
Yeah.
And unless you're inside that circle or have an opportunity like this question and answer, the Q&A at the end of your event, it's kind of hard to find them. They're like,
Does the DAV in Crown Point have a DAV office there?
So-
would you guys know?
They don't. They have meetings there, but it's not even in Crown Point. It's in Cedar Lake.
The Adam Benjamin's was it Adam Benjamin Center there?
Yeah, that's the VA center. Yeah, but there's no DAV rep there.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
they should put a.
They
well,
should.
well,
I
why not?
agree. They should.
yeah. So I gave them. Steve Bramer's been helping me out, and he helps out a lot of my clients and friends.
Right.
Get things going because he's inside. He's got the inside scoop of where they're at, and today they're going to be. John Rodriguez is going to be in Lake Station, and I am going
Yep.
today.
American Legion in Cedar in
Post 100.
Lake Station.
He's an icon, that guy.
yeah.
He gets around. I do want to mention one thing, and I know you had some things you wanted to mention about what we do too. And but every segment for 16 years we've been doing. Let's be right about flag etiquette. Here's a question from last week. I asked about Veterans Day's coming up. And again, that's another reason we put all this together with the Veterans Day parade with the mayor and other events on Veterans Day, and then adding this program too. So the question is, let's be right about flag etiquette. And I know there's all these callers out there that know all the answers, because the one caller from, I think, Lake Station came up with, why do they fold the American flag in a triangle? And that dates back to because of a cap that General Washington wore during the Civil War days.
Is that why?
That's why they fold it in a triangle. And so anyway, so this one's about Veterans Day coming up. And what's the correct position to fly the American flag on Veterans Day? On Memorial Day, it's half-staff till noon, and then you raise it back up. There is an answer to that. And I want to thank my friend Patty for helping me research that myself, because a lot of these things I got to research.
I don't think I ever thought about that one.
Well, there is an answer to it on Veterans Day. How does it fly? And don't forget, winner, chicken dinner, you buy, you fry. So everybody could win. So anyway, I wanted to mention that. But
So what's the answer?
well, I'm going to see if a caller knows.
Oh, okay.
Is there a phone number
I
here?
was
have
like,
no idea.
what?
Do you guys have a phone number?
We do have a phone number.
What
219
845.
1100.
There we go.
219.
845.
1100.
Look at that. See, you ain't missed a step. Look at
No,
that.
no.
I thought it was half
Memory
staff.
still works at 100.
I thought it was half staff till noon. I
at
thought it was
100.
like the same as Memorial Day weekend, or day, I should say.
Yeah.
Right, it's different.
And did you say winner, chicken dinner?
So, yeah.
You buy, you fry.
Yeah. And you get a free pop.
A free pop, yeah, November 21st. But I think you had some
I
other
do,
things about
I
what we do on
do.
the Disabilities Commission. We do a lot of work.
We are all inclusive, right? All inclusive. One of our big projects every year is to help with ramps, right? And so the Mayor's Commission has a ramp or long tread, low riser step assistance program. And you can definitely go on our website, the Go Hammond website, to see all the income guidelines that kind of fall in line with it. To qualify, you just need to be a Hammond resident, meet the income eligibility guidelines, and have a mobility impairment that
Is
makes
there
it
a fee?
difficult. It is no fee. We
Wow.
give estimates, and we are sponsored by some governmental grants, so we kind of help connect resources again to our community members. So
Yeah,
So
that's
this is,
awesome.
This is both disabled veterans and civilians,
Yes,
correct?
Right,
that is
right.
correct.
So that's something that might confuse some non-subject matter experts on the matter is what's the difference between the two, right? Like VA and just normal.
This is not
disability.
specific for veterans, but it also means it's not exclusionary, right? And so anyone who has a mobility issue, a lot of our servicemen, right, and women come back with some trauma, right? And so this is just another avenue to kind of help support them as they're able to be inclusive of their community.
Do you know if you could get both? Like if you could get Social Security disability and VA disability? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
you
a good
can.
question.
Good question to
That'd
ask
be a
one of
good
the
question.
speakers at the.
At the event.
Yeah, there you go, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
You guys, how many
Yeah.
ramps we put in each year? About, do you think?
Maybe
10?
Maybe 10?
Maybe
Yeah.
up. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Depends on the year.
Several.
It depends on the year. It depends on the need, and it depends on the availability of funds, right? And so
Okay.
we've had an instance last year. We actually ran out of funds.
Yeah.
We ran out of
Right.
funds last year, and we were able to partner with a couple different businesses to kind of help secure the last one for the year. So it was,
And that's funds through your nonprofit organization?
it is no.
No,
Okay.
it is
grants
it's-
through the
it-
city
it
of
is-
Hammond.
It is grant funds.
Oh, grants
okay.
through the city of Hammond. That's good to know.
So we have been told, we don't know this for a fact, but we think it's true, that we're the only municipality in the state of Indiana that has a ramp assistance program.
Wow.
So there might be some obscure.
Yeah, there's some
charity.
non-for-profits
There's-
that,
yeah, there
that
might be
work
some right.
and partner with other cities, but we.
I know in the
don't-
immediate area, I think you're correct because I
Yeah.
can't think of one city that has that kind
Right.
of type of program.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I mean, I have had veterans that needed ramps in different cities, and they don't offer them.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate they're not in Hammond.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
okay, cool.
Matt, didn't we put in a ramps assistance at Wolf Lake here recently
We did.
Last summer.
We did. We put in a.
for handicap?
We put in a disabilities accessible kayak launch at Wolf Lake Park.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the types of projects that we do.
Yeah,
We'll-
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. In addition to our Disability Awards breakfast and our other lunch and learns, we're really making it a part to really be known in the community, because I think a lot of times we see things that kind of are going on when we really haven't really marketed the fact that it's the Disabilities Commission
Yeah.
that's really kind of spearheading those events. So
Yeah.
we're excited. We're excited.
Yeah, it's important to know who is behind the scenes and making the wheels turn. Sometimes we get into these events and we're like, who stood this up, right?
Right.
Who's the main organization here, especially with your current event coming up where there's going to be multi-vendor opportunities for the attendees. So I will make sure that I scream at the top of the mountains for everybody that I know to show up to this. And I know that
Yes.
Veterans Views will be there in strength.
And taking autographs.
That's right. Yep. I've got the biggest autograph though on the top, kind of like John Hancock, Robert Rockwell. Huge R's.
About how much time do we have left before you switch out to your other half of
Well,
the
we're
program?
gonna.
Well, whenever you guys, did you guys have anything else you guys wanted to add before you guys go?
We did have a couple of more shout outs.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, a few more minutes
Elena
and
has a
we'll
few things
turn it
for
back
you.
Yeah, by all
over to you.
means.
Yeah, just some inclusionary opportunities, right? The Sportsplex has really been awesome in really kind of becoming the hub to be able for everyone to feel a sense of community. So they are going to be having, starting November 5th, every Wednesday from 5 to 5:45 p.m., they're going to start having yoga for those with disabilities, individuals with disabilities.
Cool.
So that's amazing. First in the area to do
Yeah,
that
that's
as well.
awesome.
There's also going to be, for our kiddos, on Halloween on 10/31, we're going to have a person with disability Halloween party from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Sportsplex as well. And of course, our Veterans Parade on November 1st.
Oh, that's coming right up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
that's
call the mayor's office
2
if you
weeks.
want to be in the parade.
Yeah. All
I'm
good
going.
stuff.
I'm going to the Halloween party.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
bringing
be there
my
as
son.
well.
He's only 11 months old. I'm
When's
bringing
the Halloween party?
October
on Howland.
31st.
Oh,
Yeah.
1 week from
Friday.
today.
Yeah, Friday.
where at?
The Sportsplex.
Okay. We had a lot of activity
We
at the
do.
Sportsplex.
Yeah.
And they just expanded it, I think, for more.
Yeah, they did.
activity
They built on an addition.
for sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you the answer to the flag question. I
Okay.
know Steve wants to know. I got to let him know.
You
but
can't keep it
anyway,
anymore.
Much to your surprise, now, for example, if somebody passes away, it's different time periods. You fly the flag at half staff based on your position in life. Some can go up to 30 days and some shorter and this and that the flag remains at half staff. 30 days would be like maybe the President of the United States or United States Senator or something. Anyway, so here it is. It's actually flown at full staff. But for those who have a flag pole that raises the flag every morning, most of us have a mounted flag in the yard or on the side of your house or business or something. But when you raise the flag for that morning, and then you leave it full staff all day at sunrise until sunset, and at sunset you briskly raise it down. No, wait. Let me get this straight. You briskly, that's fast, right? Mm-hmm. Pull your flag up to the top all day, honoring veterans on Veterans Day, and you slowly, in respect, lower the flag at the end of the day, like if you do a hand salute and you let your hand go to your side slowly, and so you lower it slowly, showing respect for veterans on Veterans Day, and also encouraged to fly on Veterans Day all branches of the military flags. So that's basically the answer to it.
Wow.
So
And you're making up your own words there. I like
yeah,
it.
I know. You got to wing it in radio. You just you don't get a
Smile
second
and
shot.
nod.
I
Smile
mean,
and nod.
hey, what comes out? What comes out? If it's a soda, it's a
Smile
soda.
and nod.
So
Gotta
Ernie,
love it.
guys, let me tell you something. When I was over there in Kuwait, I seen a Space Force soldier, and we all in the Army and other branches of the military that have been around wear our flags on the right. Okay, like on our right shoulder, and it looks like the flag is waving naturally, just like on our Veterans View symbol. And so I seen this Space Force soldier, and I was like, this soldier's jacked up. They got their flag on the wrong side, because they're wearing their flag on the left. And so after a couple of days, I was like, hey, like they're still wearing it there. So I asked her, and I said, hey, what, you wearing your flag on the left? Are you like, is that normal? And they're like, yeah, because we're the Space Force. It's like you're looking from outer space, so the flag is faced the other way. And I'm like, oh wow, like
wow.
it's just like, because seeing Space Force people around in an operation is pretty rare. But she was in charge of, we called her the weather girl because she was in charge of delineating the solar flares for satellite communications, and if solar flares got too big, things like that. She was the only one, the general, throughout the whole 9-month rotation, never asked one question. I think it was like way over his head with that stuff. He's a super intelligent man, but with some of that Space Force stuff, I tell you, it's up there. But just flag etiquette, it's very interesting to see that branch of the military, and you got to hang the Space Force up there on that flagpole now.
Yes, you do. I will give credits to American Legion Post 168. We do have a sign on the front of our Legion, and it has all 6 branches, the 6th one being Space Force.
Nice.
We had a brand new sign made, and so we're hanging in there. We're doing our part.
There's a lot of memorials over here around the region that need to have an extra little Space Force segment.
You're exactly right.
But it's only been a few years, I guess.
So we're gonna be taking a break, like a 1-minute break. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to add before you guys go?
I'm going to leave you a few flyers to get for Lunch and Learn.
Yep,
and
the Lunch and Learn, which
one
is
for the
November
agenda,
21st,
November 21st.
10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And if you want a booth, how to RSVP to Nancy Huppridge, and then you can call Cynthia. And I want to give the number out one more time.
Okay.
You have it handy? for
219-853-7311.
okay, and that's for Cynthia Ford of RSVP, and then for the have a booth, you could call Nancy Huprich at 219-853-6358 extension 2 to get a form. So with that, Matt, do you have any concluding remarks?
Thanks for having us on. Maybe we'll have to come back and talk about the awards breakfast in March.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
It's not scheduled yet, but it'll be scheduled in January, and we'll come on and we'll talk. We'll talk about the awards breakfast. That's our next big event. So
Sounds
thanks for having
good.
us.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thanks for coming in,
on.
guys.
Thanks for having us, gang.
All right, we're going to take a 1 minute break.
Reset here
We're
a
going to
little
switch
bit.
some seats here.
Switch out.
Hey, welcome back to Veterans Views.
That's our first commercial break, ain't it?
I know. That's the first time I've experienced that. The elevator music. And
Yeah,
everything
right.
is kind of comfortable. But, you know, so we just had the first half of our show with some really good guests talking about the Lunch and Learn. And we are going to hit on to our contributors because we kind of skipped right over that just to get right into the details this morning. So this show, of course, is all volunteer-led, and everything is supported and funded by our contributor list. And these businesses around the region and even into Illinois sometimes make Veterans Views happen and make Veterans Views possible. So Leslie's going to go ahead and run through these, and we'll go from there.
Okay, good morning, gentlemen. Okay, we're going to start with Founding American Legion Hammond Victory Post 168 meets the first Tuesday at 6 p.m. 6849 Columbia Avenue, Hammond, Indiana. 219-937-4264. Calumet Brewery, excuse me. That's that Pittsburgh in me. 6535 Osborne Avenue, Hammond, Indiana. The number is 219-845-2242. Calumet Park Cemetery and Funeral Chapel. Always supporting our veterans. 2305 West 73rd Avenue, Maryville. Call for special veteran savings on complete burial packages. 219-769-8803. Chapel number 219-736-5840. DAV Chapter 17 meets first Thursday at 7 p.m. Glenn F. Reneker, VFW Post 802-5820 Holman Avenue in Hammond. DAV Chapter 80 meets the second Friday of the month. Cedar Lake, VFW Post 261, 13050 Washington Street, Cedar Lake. The number is 219-386-2282. DAV Chapter 102 meets first Friday, Fraternal Orders of Eagles, 805 Elm Street, Valparaiso. Doors open at 12 p.m. for claims. Meeting from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Then claims will start again until they are done. The number is 219-200-0404. Laborers International Union of North America, 41, 500 Superior Street, Munster, Indiana. 47321. The number is 219-924-7922. Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 721. Meets the second Thursday at 7 p.m. Glenn F. Reneker, VFW Post 802-5820 Holman Avenue, Hammond. Family Dental Care. Veterans receive free exams, x-rays, and cleaning, as well as a 10% discount on all other services. 7 convenient Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana locations, Chicago's east and south sides, Calumet City, Crestwood, Oak Lawn, Evergreen Park, Munster, Indiana, and their newest location in Indiana coming this year to Griffith, Indiana. Call 219-804-9329 to schedule your appointment in Munster, or go to FamilyDentalCare.com to schedule at other locations. Ron J. Prestmer Insurance Company for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, health, business, and more. 7207 Indianapolis Boulevard, Suite 1, Hammond, Indiana. The number is 219-844-0103. Kuziak Construction.
Kuziak.
1235 Summer Street, Hammond, Indiana. 219-923-3007. The Dave Kuziak Show precedes Veterans Views and airs every Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to tune in to WJOB and JED TV at 104.7 FM or 1230 AM for your Friday morning programming. And our newest contributor, Heroes Helping Heroes, Northwest Indiana. Their website is heroeshelpingheroes.com. Contact founder Rich Tokars at realtorrich@gmail.com. His number is 219-670-2501. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Okay.
You
thank
did awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
thank you.
you.
That is a mouthful.
It
But
is.
saying
it's a
all
healthy
that.
list, and
Uh-huh.
that's important because we got to keep it going, you know.
Yeah.
And so these are annual contributions that these organizations contribute to Veterans Views, so that we can not only get out there the best and newest news and benefits for the veterans, but so that we can display that these businesses support that cause, and that's important to know. That all of our contributors, and if you want to rewind the program, or if you have it on if you can see it on YouTube, you can always go back and check these numbers. Or you know what, we spit them out every week, so it's a good opportunity to utilize local vendors that support veterans causes. So on to some other topic here. I actually want to make a plug, speaking of local vendors and small businesses. So I have a good relationship with the U.S. Small Businesses Administration there in Crown Point, and they are doing an event on December 4th. It's just with all these events coming up here into the holiday season. But this event is to help start or grow veteran-owned small businesses. It's called Boots to Business Reboot with the U.S. Small Business Administration. So this event will help you if, as an entrepreneur or small business owner that's just starting out, find all the resources available to not only veterans, but to small business owners for grant opportunities, for speaking engagement opportunities. They have done so much in my small amount of time being involved with them to some of these entrepreneurs and really put them on the map from basically being on the street with an idea to being full-blown businesses and successful.
So
and it's
they
all
could-
free.
So they could kind of like teach you if you want to do like a franchise type of thing
Exactly.
too, right?
Yeah, and they could kind of help you shift your funds into the right direction, help you build a business plan so that you might be more apt to actually get a loan, right,
Okay.
from a bank, because you have to have a business plan for some of these things and just kind of at that street level. But this event for starting or growing a veteran-owned small business is Thursday, December 4th at 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And the location is at Purdue Northwest Community and Manufacturing Excellence Center here at 7150 Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond. So that's why Lori has asked me to put this out there, because it's so local here in Hammond at 7150 Indianapolis Boulevard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we actually share the building with Purdue that
Yeah.
helps do all this stuff. So just wanted to make that shout out. Steve, it looks like you got a couple of things you want to shout
Well,
out.
first I would like to say I
Okay.
hope somebody goes there and makes a Canes, because that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Like they need a Canes in the area. So
Canes.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I love Canes. Have you
Canes,
been-
like walking canes?
no,
The
have you
chicken
not
place?
the chicken place?
Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Raising Cane's is very
Have you
good.
not had
chicken?
Have you not had
Yeah.
Raising Canes?
They're
I-
chicken
I-
fingers.
I don't know
Oh
if I've
no!
had it.
It's a
I've-
restaurant.
I've seen them in the South. Canes.
They have
Rocky,
them in
you've
our-
never had canes?
No.
Oh no!
They have two of them on Cicero.
Yes.
Oh, really?
They have one on
Yeah.
Cicero.
Oh, they got them in Chicago area?
Yeah.
It-
That
Okay.
was
That's
the
the one
first
I
time I
used
ate
to go
it. Then they have one in Michigan City now. So
Oh,
now
okay.
I got to drive out there to get it for
All right.
me and the
So
kids.
I'd imagine if someone's got the aspiration to build that and they're a veteran,
I hope
you know,
so.
to help you get started.
So if we're in a little bit of silly talk, I do want to bring up one thing.
Yeah.
I talked to Rocky about this a few weeks ago, right? And Halloween's coming up, but there is a TV series about an old movie called Shooter with Matt Damon, right? And the new Bob Lee Swagger looks exactly
I seen
like
Shooter.
Rocky.
I remember Shooter.
Yeah, they made a TV show, and the new lead literally looks like Rocky.
That's awesome.
What's his name? He's from another movie.
Yeah.
Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, I mean, I watched as soon as I saw Rocky for the first time. This is immediately where my mind went.
Hey, cool.
Can I have an autograph too?
Yeah,
He's-
I should be on
it was a-
TV.
Really cool show too. I love it. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I gotta shave my beard next week for the Army, though. I'm missing all this veteran stuff. I volunteered to help retrograde our equipment from the Middle East back to the Armory, and I didn't realize it was over Veterans Day. So
oh,
I'm gonna be in Indy
man.
driving trucks.
It's hard going back to that after you come
Oh,
back.
I know,
for-
and they gave us a couple months off with no drill, so I've been like, I just forget about it. You know, I didn't even put a uniform on in a
getting
couple
hairy
of months.
and fat.
Yeah, I
love
know. Shoot, geez, as soon as I hit the ground, I feel like I gained 15 pounds back.
Where did you drill? You don't drill in this area?
No, when I was at a lower level, I drilled in South Bend, and now I'm at Division. I'm at a pretty high level, so we're out of Indianapolis.
Okay.
Were you out of Stoutsfield?
No,
No.
but close.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a half hour away.
We're at Atterbury?
No, that's even further south. We're right there in the center of Indy.
I'll get it from you.
Yeah, division headquarters.
I'll get it from you.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. No OPSEC
But-
here.
Yeah. No, that's interesting you say that because there was a lot of locations in the Middle East that we were not allowed to leave post. Like we had to stay on post because it was dangerous, right?
Really?
Yeah, very interesting to me that the civilians could go on and off post to work and everything, but we couldn't go off.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, it's more dangerous in Indianapolis than it
Well-
is here. You're gonna keep us in the armory or something, you know? Like,
So what would be the threat? That are you guys getting kidnapped or?
well, let's be honest. Sometimes
American.
they treat the Army kind of like kids as opposed to some of the other military branches.
That's true.
Because Army people just tend to have this like mentality of I need to go get drunk, you know, and I don't know if that's the truth or not. If I'm
Okay,
just-
so now that makes
Hold
more
on.
sense.
Hold on.
yeah.
You all are worse than the Navy. I always hear about drunk sailors. Now,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
What?
But they
Thank
so like
you.
the Air
Thank
Force
you.
could get off post, the Marines could get off post, the Navy could get off. Everybody else could get off post, but the Army was locked in, and it was like, why?
And you know why? Because there was one soldier that messed it up for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
100%. So when I was in
Wow.
the UAE, there used to be bus rides to like Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and it was all multi-militia, you know, different, you know, Navy, Air Force, yada yada. And some lieutenant and some specialist got drunk, and this lieutenant was trying to pull rank and be like a little turd sandwich on the bus, and they said, "All right, no more Army." So
Wow.
that's it. One time, you know, that's all it takes is one time. And I don't know.
Stupid
If I was,
butter bar messed
if
up
I would have known
everybody.
any better back in the day, I probably would have went to the Air Force, but I didn't know any better. I just
Yeah,
joined the Army.
none of us did.
Kind
I
of a
mean-
meathead back when I was a kid.
Or Navy, actually, because I wanted to travel when I joined.
I did get some good traveling.
So Navy is so hard to get into. When I was at MEPS, people that were getting in the Navy, oh yeah, I've been waiting a year and a half for this.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I got went to the Army recruiter's office. They're like, "We'll ship you next week."
Yeah.
You know, like, let's go.
Yeah.
They did that for me as well. I could have gotten to the Army very quick, but the Navy and the Air Force, the Navy, somebody must have bailed out where I got their billet slot because I wasn't supposed to go until
nice.
85. So I was able to go in 84, 2 months after I had graduated high school. But a friend of mine, we were supposed to do the buddy system. I kind of went in before
Yeah.
her. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
left, but the Air Force had a long wait list.
I think it's one of the reasons probably because there's only one base that they train at.
Not yet.
In
Isn't it?
Orlando? I
No,
mean,
Great Lakes, ain't it?
yeah, now, yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that, right? Because when way back in the day when I went in, it was 3 bases. It was RTC Orlando, RTC Great Lakes, RTC San Diego.
That was
Oh, I
the
didn't know
basic
that.
training.
The 3 basic training
Oh, okay.
places, yeah.
So I don't have the same experience, but I do have 3 former teammates who are now officers and went to the Air Force Academy under sports scholarships, 2 for football and 1 for wrestling, and they're in they just graduated this past year. They're in magnificent spots to just like have a great career.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think some of these young folks understand how well you're going to do in the civilian world if you go through some of these academies, like these military academies.
100%.
You don't have to stay in forever.
No.
You know, you do 3 years, 6 years full time. Boom, you're 23 years old, 25, 24 years old. You come out with some cyber officer experience, and all of a sudden you're an executive at Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Well, there's a lot of the defense contractors that hire
oh yeah.
veterans.
Hey,
because
some
of
of
the
those
training.
some of those guys. While we were out there, they were slashing funds because all the retrograde pulling from, but they were slashing funds, and one of them was just kind of like building security for like secret environments and things like that. We would hire civilian contractors to check us in and check us out. They were slashing that while I was there, but I was talking to some of these guys that were like losing their jobs, right? And they're just kids. Some of them were kids, like 21, 22 years old. They were making like $130,000 a year, but they're sitting their butts over there in the Middle East, you know, guarding a door. But hey, you're 21 years old, you're making 130 grand. Why not? What else you got to do? You know, I don't know. If you go to college, it's,
Save your money.
Yeah, save your money
Save
out there.
your
What are you doing
money.
out there? You ain't doing nothing out
And you
there.
know that's where a lot of the defensive spending goes is they go. I mean, because the military used to do their own security before.
Yeah.
They used to do their own cooking.
That's what it
Yep.
transitioned
Their
to
own
while I was
maintenance.
out there. But it gets so big, and there's so much for mission demand that they have to fill those slots.
So is
with-
that why?
with
But
civilian-
then they're paying so much more money to these contractors than the
yeah,
actual
it's tough.
soldiers.
Like you said, they did all their own cooking and everything. But when you have a post that has 10,000 troops, you know, the cook MOS in all branches in the military is kind of, you know,
Yeah.
not like the most prestigious position, and it basically you work your tail off constantly.
Yeah,
so
you
then
do.
people are like, I don't
Long
want to be
hours.
a cook. So they find
Yeah.
their recruiting issues there, inconsistencies. So they put these contractors. Now, one of the toughest parts is that when things get hot, like when Iran was shooting at Qatar, the civilian contractors leave, and then we don't have anybody to cook for us.
Wow.
And so we eat MREs for weeks on end until the heat dies down.
See,
Yeah, that's like, oh man, I wish the civilians would come back.
Yeah.
You know, but there's also a level and element of danger there too, because a lot of these people are foreign nationals from Asia all over into Africa,
Yeah.
and they all speak different languages. And there's just a level of danger bringing in those subcontractors to
Mm-hmm.
be around us all the time, you know.
And they're not trained to fight.
Oh no. When stuff gets hot, they're
Yeah.
gone.
Right.
They're not risking their
trained.
lives for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a caller or what was that? No. Okay.
Wow.
So I do have one thing. Let me pull it up. So
Gotcha.
October 22nd, 1983, 2 truck bombs detonated at separate buildings housing U.S. Marines and French forces in Beirut, Lebanon,
I remember that.
resulting in nearly 300 service members' deaths. And because I looked it up, you know, military things this week, and that came up, and I was like, wow, that's
that
a
happened
big
this time period and how many years ago?
83,
83?
42 years
83,
ago.
wow.
I remember I was in the 12th grade, and I remember that was breaking news, and I
Wow.
was like,
That's a
wow.
lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
My dad was in at that time, and he told me later on that when that happened, all ships were
Yeah.
sent that way, and he was on board, they're ready to storm it,
Yeah.
but it never happened.
Your dad has a really good reputation. I think I looked you up before online, and your dad was on there.
Well, it depends, because there's a Steve Bramer that's like some doctor.
Oh.
So if you Google it, that ain't my dad.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe, but we'll see.
Well, he's Steve Bramer too, your dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
so
a
you're little
senior.
Steve.
Yeah,
Okay.
Are you a junior?
yeah, I'm a junior.
Nice.
Do you know that I had God rest his soul, he's passed, so I can
Oh.
talk about this now. But I had his bankruptcy on my credit report for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because of the junior-senior thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
It
that
actually
happens.
took 2 years to get that off my record.
Wow.
Wow.
And I was like showing them proof, birth certificates, and they're like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we'll take it off. Took like
Wow.
another year.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that I know a guy, Eric, that happened to him when we were in the Navy. His dad did that to him,
Oh, no.
but he was a junior,
Yeah.
and he went to go get a car, and it was like, I've been in the Navy, and he was originally from Connecticut. He said, I haven't been to Connecticut in who knows how long. He said, it wasn't me. And his dad was just having a good time. I was like, once he joined the Navy, he
Found a
started-
new line of credit.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
I
his
know,
son.
right?
Right.
Oh.
And he had to do the same thing similar to you. He's like, there's no way I could have done it. I was deployed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And we're talking about in the 90s and 2000s. We
Sure.
wasn't signing up for stuff on board ship.
That's real hard. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have. We were still. That was a letter writing period.
Oh, that's back when you were filling out paper
Paper.
after paper.
Oh, yeah.
Typewriter. We just got into the computer age, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they were doing those, what's that machine where you slide it forward and pull it back for
Right.
a credit card?
That's right. It was
And then
still
it like
and it
carbon
had-
fiber paper or something like that.
You had
yeah.
to put the paper down, right?
Oh my
So, yeah.
God, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, how did that work? They slide it to copy the card, and then what happens then?
You got a piece, they got a piece, and so when they filed it, like your
Like double
card was
copies.
embossed.
Okay.
The card was embossed. It wasn't flush like
yeah.
it is now.
So they may have the number sticking out.
Right. So when you slid it across,
Mm-hmm.
it was like maybe 3 pieces of paper. You got
Yeah.
one, they had got one, but you also got a receipt. But yeah, that was like.
And what do they do? Call that in later?
No, I guess they collect it like they do cash, put it in their drawer, and then they file it away till the end of the shift or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, days prior to the internet, really.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't thought. I
Which
never
the
thought of that
military
before.
created the internet. We talked about that on the show before.
And that's on itself crazy as well.
Yeah.
How did? Yeah, we'll get into that.
We need
It's a whole
Patrick
other show.
O'Donnell on the show to talk to us.
Right?
Talk to us about conspiracies and aliens, and he knows that stuff, man. I believe everything he says. And
I
if
remember
he's
that.
listening right now, every story you've ever told me, I believe 100%.
I remember that one show we were talking about the aliens that came to Hammond, Indiana that one time.
Oh yeah, a bunch of callers calling in.
Yep.
What
Hey,
year
we got
was
a couple
this?
minutes left.
He said this was like in the 70s or 60s, and there was like an incident where a car saw an alien, and then they called, and the police came, and then they saw the alien ship, and
we should do a whole show on that and anti-gravity propulsion and all that whatnot. I really think that there's a lot involved, and they've actually been slowly trickling out some of this technology that on the day-to-day you don't know about, but they have it, right? And we could do some research, do a whole show about it.
it's kind of crazy. You are right, and then when they bring it out, you see some, you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. But that's like 20 years behind where they're actually at. They're just showing you outdated
Glimpses.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna do last call here because Joe just gave us the signal.
You ready to go already?
Yeah.
Putting it on you. Okay, so be real quick. I wanted to put this out. There's a Toys for Tots Twilight Ride, Chapel Lawn Funeral Home and Memorial Gardens. Cooper, is that Cooper?
Kuiper.
Kuiper?
It's Kuiper Funeral.
Okay. Kuiper Funeral Home, Saturday, November 1st, 2025. Main Gate Cemetery entrance, 8178 Klein Avenue in Crown Point, Indiana, 5 p.m. First, second, and third place prizes are awarded. Decorate your vehicle with Christmas lights and join the fun. Our American Veterans Motorcycle Riders Association, the riders, will be delivering presents for our annual Toys for Tots drive. Please join us for the festivities and have your picture taken with Santa. Special guest appearance by the U.S. Marine Corps League. Refreshments in the banquet room as the winners are announced. All right.
All right, Leslie, you got anything?
No, just have it. Well, I won't be here for the next couple weeks. I have to go pick up Mom in Virginia Beach. So
Okay, that's a nice place to pick up.
Ooh.
I know
Yeah.
it's a cruise though.
huh?
I
Yeah.
know it's a drive though.
Well, I'm flying
Okay, there you
in,
go.
but driving her back. I love my mom. That's why I'm bringing her up here. But boy, she is not a good passenger on the road. She
And you know
is
what?
Not.
But you're going to be going through some beautiful country, though. When
Oh.
you go through
Oh,
the
yeah.
mountains.
Especially
it's
coming
best.
through Virginia and Pennsylvania. Absolutely. You
Yeah.
know, kind of flatten out going through Ohio. But
Yeah.
it is absolutely beautiful. But
Well,
she-
safe travels on your trip
Thank
back,
you.
and we'll see you here in a few weeks. And
Yep.
I'll be gone for a couple of weeks too, not next week, but the week after.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to send out the pitch again to the Boots to Business reboot, starting our growing a veterans-owned small business at Purdue Northwest Communication Manufacturing Excellence Center here at this location. Actually, not in the studio, but at this location. 7150 Indianapolis Boulevard, 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Thursday, December 4th, 2025. You can call 810-767-8387 to set up. And then also the first half of the show, we talked about the Lunch and Learn. And November 21st, 2025, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Hammond Sportsplex. You can get a hold of Cynthia Rangel as the liaison, 219-853-7311. And I encourage everybody to participate in all the upcoming Veterans Day, events, and get your word out there, get your service out there, what you can do to provide, and get on the show. Let's talk about some of the things that we can do together, and join your local organizations, whether it be the DAV, the VFW, the American Legion, the Military Officers Association, because those are the organizations that fight for our benefits now and in the future on Capitol Hill while we take care of our personal lives. So join those organizations and support. And then, of course, call into Veterans Views. You got any questions, we'll get you to the right people. And that's what we're all about here. So with that said, we're going to sign out. Talk to you next week. We'll give a big hoorah for Veterans Day coming up. Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Wow.